Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
Yes, once again, Jim and Todd here for the Take a Listing Today podcast. It is show number 131. Welcome to 131.
And our wonderful producer over here in a VIP luxury suite, Lisa Gray in the house.
Lisa, and you're wearing black?
Yeah.
Getting prepared for Halloween?
Why is she being rebellious? It was Blue Day.
It was Blue Day. She thought that she would go black.
There's always a need for one person to stand out amongst the others, so I've got black.
Someone to have normalcy.
You two have blue.
All right. Well,
So it is.
so it is. Our show today is wonderful. Would you like to find out a simple way to get labeled the area real estate expert? There's actually two ways. The first way is to take the Dymo label maker and put it across your forehead. That will label you. Or you can do it
really
this
easy.
way.
Yeah.
So
But
your
those
choice.
labels never stick with that Dymo. What's it called? Dymo?
Yeah, Dymo label maker.
They come off.
Remember those? Like each it was like turning
Yeah, you had to turn the wheel and then press on it.
being a safe cracker
And
and trying
imprint
to
it on
just
there.
write a word
Yep.
like T.
She had meetings. She was robbed bank. She said you got to be a safe cracker.
And then you finally get that stupid thing done. You like, stamp out each stupid letter.
You're all happy about
cut it. It took, but like to cut it was like, oh my gosh, a machete.
And then you realize there's a typo.
Take the thing, right? Peel that stupid stuff off, stick it on something, and
It
then
was
an hour
ingenious.
later it popped off.
Yeah, that's right, because it was stiff plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made some of those
And
for
we
the
liked
yacht.
I've made those before. Yep, absolutely.
And we were so thrilled with that. Like high.
Now
It was
people
like
are
high-end stuff, man.
Right.
Futuristic.
spoiled with the electronic label makers now. All right.
Today,
well,
what are they going to get?
today you're going to get something much better than a label. We're going to tell you the exact way to become the real estate expert. It's from billboards to Google ads. There are so many ways to expose a real estate brand to more eyeballs. Some of these, most of them digital, are actually hit and miss. Viewing a Google banner ad, for instance, relies on users not ignoring their ad as they tune in to the information that they actually want to see online.
You know what's great about this is this reminds me of, as we sold ProspectsPLUS years ago and the software in the blue box. Well, Hobbs and Herder, remember that company?
Right.
They did, what do you call an experiment in a neighborhood?
Right.
Ghost agent and a real agent. And guess what they did? So the real agent, they found an agent that was doing marketing and they said, okay, we're just going to do some marketing and see if marketing works. And then they polled everybody and said, if you were to sell your home, who would you call? And it was that ghost agent because marketing.
Because that person was
And their
out.
whole
They
and
saw
their
him.
whole point was that.
Yeah.
Marketing actually works.
Right.
That was
Right.
the whole point of that.
But some forms of marketing are easier than others. Some forms of marketing have
Good
a
points.
higher ROI than others. And,
Right.
and that's, I think, what you're alluding to right away with the digital advertising, that
Right.
it's a little bit of white noise out there. So somebody's online doing some searching for who knows what. Your ads are falling alongside your banner ads. Are they going to look at those or not?
Even a Google search, you got all
Google
these
search.
results.
Same
And
thing, yeah.
Are they going to click on
Noise.
yours?
It's a lot of noise.
Yeah,
Or one of the thousands, yeah.
thousands. But fortunately, there's another way to not only get labeled the area real estate expert, but also provide desirable information that will excite your prospect to turn to you. After all, there's tremendous value in delivering the right information to the right person at just the right time.
And that's been our motto for how many years is
Yeah.
really, we talked about it last week during that show, is that we really got smart and we're always tweaking it every week. We're not getting to the point where, boom, we know it. We're tweaking every week. But our objective mission is to help the realtors deliver to their area the right message to the right person at the right time.
Yeah,
And that's why we
everything.
have all these categories.
And when you do that, it's gold, because we've all received the right
Right.
message at the right time. And we think, how'd they know I was thinking that?
Right.
Because
And you're
the
like,
marketing
wow.
was done beautifully. They
Exactly.
nailed it. They knew the right prospect, right?
Yeah.
That's high-end data, which is what ProspectsPLUS has.
Right.
Their data is bar none. So that you're generating a prospect list where you're surgically prospecting. Now you've got the right person.
Right.
Now you've got to make sure it's the right message for the right time. And of course, the templates they have there assist with that.
Exactly.
So yeah, you've got it all. And now somebody's receiving exactly, like, how did that realtor know? How do they know that's what I was thinking right now?
Wow.
It's a beautiful thing.
Let's take a trip back a few years, back when news channels actually told you the news, as opposed to what they do now.
Right.
Ever since the advent of the first 24-hour news channel, which was CNN, a great thing back in the day, consumers have been obsessed with obtaining the right information at exactly the right time. Therefore, becoming the source for timely, trending real estate information is a powerful attribute for any real estate business.
But going back to your point, the right marketing piece, the right person, the right time, that's why farming is so important, because you don't know what they're thinking. We don't know they just had a life event or their kids moved out and they're empty nesters.
Right.
So that's why farming is great.
In front of them,
Yeah.
So right now, consumers want more than ever to understand the current real estate market. Get this information in their hands and become the place they turn to for all of their expert real estate advice. You're like the 24-hour real estate channel, basically.
So stay awake and you just sleep when you can.
In between phone calls.
Get on like a radio, CB radio channel. This is what's happening in the summer.
Here's the update.
Thank you for tuning in.
It is now midnight.
It's 3:30 a.m. The market will open at 9 a.m. We think the market will be opening on a positive note.
Don't sleep now. A compelling direct response report containing the right information has a much better chance of gaining those all-important eyeballs in a way that's memorable and not confrontational. Quit relying solely on a digital marketing strategy that may or may not be effective.
And every single week, not a week goes by that our agent does not tell me this, that in a world of technology overload, they're pulling some funds and they're going to direct response marketing because people still like to read it. Touch it, take it in their home. It's floating around. So it's so interesting. That's happening now more than ever. And that's why people are putting campaigns in place, doing the market dominator, because there's so much noise. We open our emails, our phones.
And you can layer with other things. Layering with a good social media campaign is great. Or maybe an email newsletter, something like that. There's nothing wrong with layering. Layering is wonderful. But hit them in a way where they're getting something in their hands or touching it, feeling it, and able to save it.
You can do that with these direct response reports, making it multi-pronged. Now let's talk about digital marketing. It's such an overcrowded space, don't you think? Let's face it, especially in real estate, it's tough to compete online. It takes a lot of effort and typically money to stand out from the crowd online. Let's see what has to happen here. First, you need a digital marketing strategy. If you don't hire an agency or try a DIY strategy, the learning curve is a monster. For the average agent, real estate business marketing dollars can only go so far. Make efficient use of your time and budget by marketing to your target audience with engaging reports.
And think about our emails. We're giving them free reports. And these reports are fun because it's more unique than just a postcard or a newsletter. Oh, it's a free report. So it's a whole different mindset, and it's fun.
It's about information. I mean, when I receive valuable information, boy, anybody who's delivering that to me, they're up a couple notches in my mind because they're thinking about me and what can help me. They're not thinking about themselves in that moment. You know what I mean?
Here's how great I am. List your house with me.
Right.
So that's why reports are really fantastic. And what you're talking about with the free weekly report, anybody who is on the newsletter subscription list with Prospects Plus, if you're not, go become a subscriber. Every Sunday, a free report is delivered to their entire customer base. That one of these direct response reports, and there's new ones being created constantly that are timely. A digital report PDF is delivered to you every Sunday that you can use for all kinds of stuff. We're going to give you some ideas what you can do with it in a couple seconds.
I got to be honest. I don't know how this place Prospects Plus stays in business. They're giving away free reports. They pay us.
They pay us.
They say they're going to pay us. Have they done that yet, Lisa? Because I have yet to see a paycheck here. Okay.
Hey, I see extra shirts out there. Let's take 3 shirts before we go back.
They're paying us in shirts.
Shirts.
Well, okay. We'll have a wardrobe. Don't have to worry about that.
Exactly. We'll look good for a little bit.
So let's talk about these direct response reports a little bit more. You'll need to decide which topics you want to cover with these reports. If you're a listing agent, there's no end to the topics you can use. Now, here are some topics that most homeowners want right now. First one, are we shifting towards a buyer's market?
Exactly. That's in their mind right now. And different pockets of the country they're varying, just like, our realtor we called last week in, I think, Massachusetts are having different So there's different pockets going through different things.
And it's coming, and more of that's going to seep through the country into 2023.
Right.
And what does that mean for a seller? Most homeowners don't know what that means.
Right.
What does it really mean? What do I do? Right?
That's why you need a professional.
Yeah.
How about, is the market cooling off? Is it too late to sell? It's never too late. How likely is a real estate market crash? Well, way to bring down the crowd here, Lisa. What if I sell my house and can't find one to buy? Well, you've always got your car.
Exactly. Well, if it's a Tesla, it has RV mode in it,
perfect.
so you're
can
fine there.
Yeah.
But here's why I love these topics in this report. It's a total different way to prospect. And like I say, it's informational. And most people aren't even thinking this way. So you could stop by and give it. I could take a screenshot and email it to a colleague. A lot of cool things you could do with that.
Yep.
So we recommend that you go to ProspectsPLUS.com to view these direct response
and sign up
reports.
to get that.
Yeah, and get the free one every Sunday. Yeah, please do that. Yeah.
Now, what if you are interested in attracting buyers?
Ooh, double ending your listing. Smart.
How about targeting renters? That's a brilliant strategy. You can find many of them in condos and apartment complexes. Here are a few report topics to consider. How about 4 mortgage options with low down payments? Rent versus own. Common reasons home purchases fall apart. How to purchase a fixer-upper.
I thought you just purchase it and then fix it up.
That's pretty much what you do. I'm not sure that's
There's
a
actually
report, I think.
certain mortgages available for fixer-uppers, so that's a really cool report.
That's right. They're going to help.
I've looked at
There's
that,
some grants.
Give you some money to fix it up.
Right.
Okay. So check out the 4 buyer direct response flyers mentioned here on ProspectsPLUS.com, along with many other reports targeted specifically for buyers. Now, if you do decide to go the DIY route and create your own reports, use basic online formatting on your handouts. Keep your real estate flyers simple and employ these things. How about lots of white space?
And you know what? We can't talk about that enough. I know we did a show on some different things, but how many people's marketing pieces do we see that's just too overcrowded, crammed? They're trying to get everything in, and you're like, oh, it's just
too much.
It's too much. You don't want to even. But like our caller last week, great white space, simplicity, great magic. Yeah.
Use some bullet points. Use short sentences and paragraphs. And compelling, colorful, attention-grabbing photos. Then you should keep a digital copy of your creation that you can include in your newsletters, emails, blogs, and social media. Then get them out and start generating those motivated buyers and sellers.
Think about this concept. How many realtors are going to be playing? No one's thinking free reports. It's so valuable what we do on those. And I really love it. It's unique. I mean, I think if we pulled 100 realtors, that's not even in their mind. Probably 90% of them are not thinking that. They're thinking, oh, I got to do this. I'll send out some postcards.
We pulled 100 of our customers. They'd say, oh, yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, our people, correct.
Because we've educated for years now on this.
Right, and they love it. And
it's a differentiator. Like
they get phone calls, yeah.
Right. All right. Finally, here are some ideas on how to use direct response reports to get noticed as the area real estate expert in your market. Number 1, share them on social media as a free offer and ask them to DM you for a copy. What is that?
Direct message.
A direct message?
I thought his kids would have taught him that. No? You don't get DMs?
I'm going back. I don't think I get DMs. No.
Okay, you're going to ask.
I get text messages. Is that the same thing?
No, ask one of your girls. They'll know.
It's within the software. It's within the app.
Now you're making me feel old. I should know what that is, I guess.
I'm actually older than.
Number 2, add them to your just listed and just sold direct mail postcards as a free offer. Provide a strong call to action with a QR code, URL, or text option for offer redemption. Include them in your email newsletter as a free offer. Ask them to reply to your email if they would like to receive the report.
I love doing that with the emails. It's a really fun thing to ask for a reply, and then make sure you set up your email so that it can receive a reply, because some emails by default will have, it'll bounce back to this weird automated response. So just make sure they can reply to you. But wow, what a fun thing to do, because now you've got them engaged. You know, if you just send out an email to all of your email lists saying, are you interested in finding out more about if we're shifting into a buyer's market? I have a great report for you. I'd love to give it to you. Reply that you'd like the report and I'll send it over. if that's all you say in an email and you send that out, watch the engagement. Watch what happens. Now you've opened a dialogue. See what they say back to you and start a dialogue. Send the report over. That's the next email you send out. And now start talking to them.
Non-threatening, gentle.
Are you curious because you're thinking of buying or selling? Tell me a little bit more about you. And see how far you can take that conversation in an email string back and forth with some of these individuals and see what comes of that. It's very
That's
clever.
a nice idea. Number 4. Add your direct response marketing to your website as an opt-in in exchange for an email address. And finally, number 5, add them to your listing presentation folder and your pre-listing packet.
That's going to make you look over and above what the average person is doing.
Like
we
you actually know what you're doing.
Correct.
Right.
They're going to come with the flip chart presentation. If you list, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. Boom, you're showing up with the horsepower.
Yeah, I worked for a company years ago, and he used to say, it was a Swedish company, he used to say, when in doubt, throw paper at them. meaning the more information.
Wait a minute, can you use the accent, please?
Yes.
If it was a Swedish accent.
Oh my gosh, I can't. And the
We'd prefer it. But.
The language, if you've ever listened to somebody speak in Swedish, it's really, you know how you can kind of pretend Spanish a little bit?
Right.
No, you can't with that. It's very weird. The cadence is weird.
Oh.
But yeah, it's really something. I can't even imagine learning that language. But yeah, so he would say just throw a bunch of paper at them, meaning you have a presentation folder with some reports in there, some samples of the marketing you do, your bio.
Oh, bring everything.
You've got all this in your presentation folder that you leave behind. Other agents that they've met with maybe have their bio in there and one or two other things. Guess who wins? I mean, really, if I'm opening something that's chock full of all of this valuable stuff, you know, it sounds silly, but more paper, you know, more. You're giving them more,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
This is chock full. It's thicker. It's, everything about it.
And added to that, which is interesting, is I remember an agent in Las Vegas would include in their report, here are a list of some concerns other home sellers have had. So these were just objections. Circle the one or the two that you're concerned about. Take a picture, send me a screenshot so we can work on that. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, even FAQs, you know, a page of FAQs, frequently asked questions. You know, you get too close to it. Anytime you're too close to something, you forget what are those questions that and every time you're at a listing presentation, you probably hear those same 3 or 4, right? So if you could put those on a sheet, because people get excited when they're talking to you, when you're doing your presentation, they forget to ask, you leave and they think right away, oh, shoot. Remember we were going to ask this. Then they open the presentation. Oh my gosh, there it is right there. There's the question. There's another question.
And you're giving them exactly what they want, not what you're coming to the table.
Yeah, now you feel a resonance with them. You're like, we really resonate. They can, man, they're reading my mind. They know what I want to know. They got these reports in here. I was wondering if we were in a shifting market. I was afraid is the market crashing? No, this report says absolutely not. I'm excited now. These people have me inspired and excited.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. In conclusion, direct response reports containing interesting. I feel like I'm doing a college paper here. In conclusion, direct response reports containing interesting, valuable information delivered consistently is a brilliant way to expose your brand to become labeled the area real estate expert. Please give me an A.
And simple.
And simple. And if a real estate agent does that, guess what? You're not going to necessarily be working harder, but guess what? You're going to start branding. A lot of your competition is scared. You do become the neighborhood expert, and you do get all the business.
You know what's really cool about these reports, too? As we said, there's over 50 of them. Actually, I think there's more like 70. There's just so many. And we constantly are creating new ones because there's new topics that are important. But you can order them and have, let's say you decide, I want to have these on hand. So you can order 100, 200, however many you want, have them shipped to you. Or you can just grab a PDF download, $19. I mean, how affordable is that? For $19, you've got the PDF download of the report. How can you use that? We already talked about it. Put it on social media. Put it in your email. If somebody on your website, they can opt in for it, and you just shoot it to them and an email back as the PDF. So that PDF can be used in so many different ways. Or you have a printer at home, print a bunch off. You have an open house, have a stack of those there with your contact information on them, which all the reports have your photo and contact information on it as well along the vertical side. So for $19, you've got something that is just going to pay for itself so much over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
So really, if somebody wins our contest today, they could buy 5 of those and have some money left over.
That's if they win. The questions are so hard, though.
If they win.
I don't even know.
But we should see.
But yes, they could. And, many of the topics, they're topics that are evergreen. They really are. We have timely topics, but many of the reports.
I'll guess a good one. Ready? Okay.
Let's make up a card game.
Pick a card, any card.
Oh, she's going to answer the phone.
Yeah, I agree.
Darn, that's a nice looking card.
All right.
She's not playing.
Let's give her a call.
Kimberly, 512-751-7907. 3 simple rules. She says, have fun, work hard, and be good to people in the front.
Have fun, work hard, be good to people.
It's a lot to remember.
What a great card.
Have fun.
It's very nice.
All right.
That's pretty much it, too, in life, right?
Yeah.
Hello, this is Kimberly. May I help you?
Good. Hey, Kimberly, this is Jim and Todd and Lisa with the Take a Listing Today podcast live on the air. We're calling on behalf of Prospects Plus because I'm holding in my hand here a postcard that you recently mailed from that fine company.
I did.
And this postcard
Yes,
looks
I did.
like 1,000% awesome here. It's wonderful. And we especially like the 3 simple rules. Did you come up with that?
I worked with a marketing company.
We were reading that. I love it. Have fun, work hard, and be good to people. And when I saw the back of your card, we're on the show live, and I said, she's going to answer. I like that fact she's going in strong, and you did pick up. So we wanted
I did.
we wanted just to ask you about this card. Is it a campaign? Find out what you're doing, and then we're going to give you a chance to win some swag on the show and a $100 gift card. Sound good?
Well, that sounds fantastic. I'm a real estate broker in Austin, and that's a property that we just had digitally enhanced and virtually staged
Wow.
to show off how it would look updated. And we just sent that out to my whole database and to the neighbors
So
around that property.
Roughly how many went out, roughly?
Oh, I'd say about 300.
Nice. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the card is great.
And you're taking advantage of a QR code. We see a big QR code on the back of that card as
Definitely.
well. You have
You'll
a
have
lot
to
of.
thank my younger assistant for that. She's the one into technology. I'm in the one into talking.
All right. Take her to a nice dinner tonight and tell her that you got a compliment on your postcard from Florida.
Everybody has their strengths. I didn't know what a DM was earlier on the show, so I learned something new there too. With
Right. He didn't know
technology,
direct messaging.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
now-
I've been using you guys for a very long time. I like the big postcards. I like to have impact. I like to add value. I usually have some more information about the neighborhood or statistics and try to give people something more important than telling them how great I am.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we do the same thing, Kimberly. We try to add value to the show, and so we start giving away gift cards. But we don't just do it for free. You have to answer a Take a Listing Today podcast trivia question.
Are you game for that? Some of these are not easy. Okay.
Sure. Go for it.
I would say whatever you think the answer is, maybe choose the opposite because nothing else has worked.
Lisa.
These questions
All right.
are bizarre.
I'm not sure what that means, to be honest,
Okay.
Kimberly, but here's what I will do. I will read you a question, and I will give you 3 possible answers. All you have to do is give me the correct answer. Simple enough?
All right.
Put your
I'm
thinking
ready.
cap on. Put your thinking cap on. And the question is as
Okay.
follows.
Kimberly, which president did not have a first lady? Was it A, James Buchanan, B, Benjamin Harrison, or C, Millard Fillmore?
This doesn't seem fair, does it?
It doesn't seem fair because it's not my area of expertise.
It's no one's area.
I'll go with number 3.
All the questions are going to be like that, just so you know.
They're weird.
All right, you're going
I'm
with
going with the last
Be
one.
good to her. Be
going
good
with
to
Millard
her.
Fillmore. Show me Millard Fillmore.
Oh, you would have loved it. You would have loved the $100 gift
That's
card.
too bad. Well, nice talking
The
with you
mugs,
anyway.
the free book, the shirts.
No, she
No,
gets another shot.
she answered. Her postcard's incredible. Let's give her another shot.
We should
Lisa.
give her another chance.
Yeah.
Would you believe it was James Buchanan?
I would not have.
Wow.
was the one who
Oh,
did
I
not
was
have
going
a
to
first
say no
lady.
for sure to James Buchanan.
Well, he had you tricked. I don't remember exactly when he was president, but before my time,
Sounds
probably
like he
before
had
all of our time, I think.
everybody tricked. Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, how is your knowledge of strange sounding words, Kimberly?
Oh, that might be a good one.
Lisa
would
will
ever
help
say
you.
that. All right.
Lisa will help you.
All right. Well, here is your next question. Ablutophobia is the fear of what? A, bathing.
Bluetooth phobia.
Not Bluetooth phobia.
Is that the fear of being on a podcast and not knowing the answers?
Abluphobia. A-B-L.
Abluphobia.
Oh, that's easy. Now,
okay, yes, that one, of course. Is it the fear of A, bathing, B, baking, or C, biking?
Abluphobia.
I'm going to go for C, biking, ambulatory.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know what an ambulance has to do with that, but...
Oh, I get it.
I don't know.
I'm getting
Biking, you
No,
fall.
ambulatory, moving. You're moving.
Moving.
See,
Right?
see, I learned something new there,
it. I
too.
like it.
We'll
All right.
find out.
I'm making it up, y'all. I'm just
I
making it up.
like it.
So are we. All right,
We
show
like your
me biking.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You
my.
know what?
Okay.
This is not going well.
Can you give her
That's all right.
Can you reach
I think-
into the easy pile? I want you to win.
Easy.
I
What
picture
was the answer for that one?
Bathing.
bathing. Oh,
Bathing. Oh, interesting.
Fear of bathing.
I was going to guess that. Touching,
It makes
agoraphobia.
sense.
Are you
Yeah.
okay, Lisa? You look like...
Lisa bent down to get your postcard and got cramped and can't get off the floor in the
Her
studio.
head got
but
stuck again.
don't worry about that. Everything should go fine.
All right. Let's try this one more time here, and maybe Lisa will help you by looking up on her phone as we are reading the questions. All right. Well, this has to do with another president here. I don't know if that's for good or bad, but
Okay.
we'll see what happens. Here we go. What president considered the Panama Canal to be his greatest achievement?
Oh.
Was it A?
Oh, that's something I should know.
Yeah, we should all know this.
should.
A, Calvin Coolidge, B, Theodore Roosevelt, or C, Jimmy Carter?
Jeez.
Let's think about this
What-
now.
when-
So wait,
when
what
was
are
it
the
done?
three? Who are the three people?
Calvin Coolidge, Theodore Roosevelt, or Jimmy Carter?
So it seems to me like that would be something Roosevelt would have thought to be his
Oh, Teddy?
greatest
TR?
I wasn't around when he was president.
I wasn't
so I can't,
either, so you're helping her.
For
We're not.
some reason.
All right. You got to make your final. This is the third time's a charm. Your answer is?
Roosevelt.
You're saying Roosevelt. Luck be with you. Show me Roosevelt. Hey!
Oh, my goodness.
It was Theodore. Imagine that. You got that one correct. Nice job. Todd,
Well,
what
see,
does Kimberly
it took
win?
3 chances because I have 3 simple rules, so that's why.
There you
Right.
go.
See, you
true,
made
very
it fun.
true.
So you won. You're going to get, Lisa's going to get you the following: a $100 gift card for use on almost anything on Prospects Plus website, including your incredible postcard, a t-shirt from the Take a Listing Today
appreciate
podcast, and 2 mugs and a signed book, Take a Listing Today. So thank you for being a
Awesome,
trooper.
guys.
What a deal.
Of
Thank you,
course,
Kimberly.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Keep up the great work.
Well, Kimberly,
I'm out of here.
You know what?
she
We knew she was going to answer based on that card.
she has appointments to
By the
make
way,
and
Roosevelt constructed the Panama Canal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why it was his greatest achievement.
Ah,
Yeah, I didn't either.
interesting. But see, I think Carter was put in there to
I
tip
know.
people off because didn't Carter like give away the Panama Canal?
Yeah,
or
he
something?
was involved. I know. I was
During the
thinking-
Carter and Reagan, there was some problems down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Something.
So, all right. Well, there we go. Another winner.
Nice.
All the time. All right. Anything else that we need to know, Lisa, about how to be labeled the real estate expert?
I know.
Beautiful.
No,
Okay, good. Well, then we should just stop the show because we have nothing else to say.
nothing. That's hard to believe.
We'll see you next
We're
show.
out of things to say.
Well,
At least
we're
for
only
now.
out of things to say until next week. Now, next week is our spooky Halloween show.
Oh my gosh! Just
So-
go and watch it on YouTube.
Don't miss that. You might want
Maybe
to
have a
cast it.
glass of wine first.
Cast it on your TV. Yeah, get the wine first and put your PJs on and your slippers.
Good point. You can't just listen to next week's show. You have to actually watch it on YouTube. Yeah.
I'm scared.
They've already
Halloween
told
for the
us it's one show that's going to probably go viral, and it's our craziest one.
It'll go viral, and it might be our last one, depending on how the protests
Right.
will,
So please watch it
mount
before
up.
it is removed. That will be removed at some point.
You know it's good when YouTube removes you. See you then. Bye.
Bye. Take care.